CPS informed us that my spineless husband has an affair child that we have to take in because her mother died. Now, I am transferring custody of the child to me and filed for divorce. My life is falling apart, and it's all thanks to my husband. We had a perfect life, both of us worked in the jobs we loved, and we have a beautiful daughter and a healthy son. When I was pregnant with our son, we both almost died due to complications. So before the birth and even afterward, I didn't want to have SX. Why would I? I almost died, and my body was in pain for months afterwards, even with strong medication. I thought my husband understood because he never pushed me for SX or even asked. I thought it was because he understood my pain, but apparently he was just getting it from somewhere else. A few months ago, we were visited by Child Protective Services. I was terrified at first, frantically thinking of what we did wrong with our children to cause a visit. But no, as it turns out, some woman I've never met before died in a car accident leaving behind a daughter. And my husband's name was on the girl's birth certificate, and he was named in the woman's will as the father. I thought it was a mistake until my husband told me the truth. As it turns out, while I was suffering my pregnancy and the after effects of almost dying, my husband would go to a woman he knew at work and get it off with her. He said this as if he did me a favor. The CPS worker explained that my husband is her closest living relative who can care for her. The woman's family wanted nothing to do with the poor little girl. When she asked if we wanted to take her in, I said yes. I know this might be the true cause of all my issues, but my husband pawned that poor girl off to live with her single mother for 5 years. He doesn't get to pawn her away when she needs help. She's his responsibility, and now ours. I told him I'd help take care of the necessary visits for wellness checks and help with whatever CPS wanted us to do. All he had to do was explain everything to our children. The fact I'm saying this tells you what he did. Nothing. We had to clean out a room, buy new furniture, and look for toys. Our children go to a private school, so I picked up more work hours to afford her tuition. I was the one who had to tell our extended families about the big change because he didn't want to. I did almost all the heavy lifting, so color me shocked when his daughter finally joined our family 2 weeks ago. And the first words out of our children's mouths were, "Who's that?" Yes, I was the one who had to tell our children's school, extended families, family doctors, and my workplace about my husband's affair and subsequent addition to our family. But he couldn't tell our children being he was too ashamed to face them. And shocker, our children didn't take the news well as it was happening right in front of them. My daughter was screaming while crying, causing my son and the little girl to cry. A situation that could have been avoided if my husband had just done the one thing I asked of him and explained everything to them much sooner. It's been 2 weeks of her living with us, and the situation hasn't improved. My husband has not picked up the slack that comes with having a new addition to the family, so we're struggling to make ends meet. My daughter is moodier and less happy and refuses to even acknowledge our newest addition. Our son doesn't understand what is going on, and it's causing him to lash out. And I don't even know how to help the poor little girl because I know that if I feel like my life is falling apart, she must feel even worse. I suggested family therapy, therapy for our children, and even just marriage therapy so we can hopefully move past this and work together as a unit for all the children. He's refused everything, saying that he knows he'll be lectured by everyone when all he was doing was trying to help me. I just don't know how to fix this. I don't want to divorce him because I just know that will make it worse for the kids, but that's the only option my family is telling me. Meanwhile, his family is begging me to make this work and to just look past it. Update. I decided to just ask my eldest daughter directly because she was still so upset about it. Apparently, the story my husband told the kids was that the youngest was the daughter of one of our friends, and we felt so bad we had to take her in. Nothing about her being their half-sister or him having a daughter with another woman. It was my response to them that ruined his little lie. This is Trisha, your half-sister, remember? Our son was too young to get what it meant, but our daughter did. That's why she freaked out that day. Not because of the new addition to the family, but because of what the new addition meant. I apologize for causing her to freak out, for not sitting both her and her brother down for a real discussion over how they felt and to make sure their father did what he was supposed to do. My daughter accepted the apology, and I asked her if that was why she was distant from the youngest. For custody of the youngest to me. I've grown to care for her. Once I do divorce him and leave with our kids, I don't doubt he'll treat her awfully or neglect her. He's been right on board, and it took some convincing, but his parents finally agreed to be witnesses. I got all the paperwork set up and scheduled an appointment with an attorney to help with anything else. Once that happens, I'll try to get everything I need to have a smoother divorce and then subsequent move to be closer to my family.